Ladies, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You are most welcome to our meeting this evening. My name is Jesse Ainebyoona, and I will be your host presenter tonight. In case you're here for the very first time, you are most welcome. Thank you for logging in. Thank you for joining us. And let's just give it a few seconds to allow a few people to log in, and then at exactly 8:02, we will be getting started. Welcome. Thank you for coming. And let's just give a few minutes for a few people to join us. At exactly 8:02, we will get started. Jesse Ainebyoona. My name is Jesse Ainebyoona. Professionally, I trained as a mechanical engineer, and currently I'm an entrepreneur in partnership with Neolife International. I am a corporate trainer. I do train individuals and corporations to become better and improve performance. I'm also a certified professional coach trained by Coachmasters Academy in Singapore. I'm married. My wife is called Diana, and together we are blessed with 3 children, 2 daughters and a son who is now 2.5 months old. Tonight, I'm delighted to share with you an opportunity that I came across a few years ago, and it transformed my life completely and entirely. And in case you are here for the first time, tonight you'll have an opportunity to see the kind of business that we do, what it's all about, how it can empower you, and what it has done for me. Later on, I will be inviting someone that I have known for quite some time to share with us her own experience of what the business has done for her. And I hope that that will be inspiring and motivating enough for you to also consider giving this a try in case you are here as a guest. Welcome to Neolife. And today we are going to be talking about the business of Neolife and what it can do. But most importantly, it begins with you and your dream. So the question that we like to ask is, what are your dreams? What are your dreams? You see, the most important thing in life is knowing exactly what you want to achieve. So, for example, it could be that you want to earn some extra income. Extra income is good because there is something called inflation. Things are always going up. So the question is your income growing up? In fact, recently someone shared something interesting. They showed the price of fuel 5 years ago, and today the price had gone. So these were people. So the person had grown. This was fuel. They showed rent. Rent had also grown, Then they showed salary. Salary for the last 5 years was a constant. And then they said, but you, when are you going to grow? Others are growing, but except you. So maybe you are in a place where everything else, commodity prices are rising, but your income remains the same. And maybe for you, it could be that you want to earn some extra income. For some people, it could be that you want to be your own boss. Being your own boss simply means that you have an opportunity to make choices on your own time and what to do with your schedule. Be your own boss. Could it be that you want to have good health and well-being? Good health and well-being. At the end of the day, what use is it for you to have all the money and yet not have the health to enjoy it? It could be that you want to have more family time. We live in a time when life gets so busy. You are so busy working so hard for your boss. Maybe you're so busy at your job. You leave your home so early. Your children hardly see you. You hardly spend time with your family. By the time you get back, the children have gone to bed. And so you feel like your work is taking you away from your family. Or you might be here on the call. Maybe you have been transferred across the country to work in another place, and you don't just have enough time with your family. Maybe for you, this could be an opportunity to have more time with your family. It's about driving the car of your dreams. It could be traveling the world. I mean, for me, when I saw this business, one of the things that I really wanted to do was to travel the world. Why? Because I had never traveled. I had always wondered, what would it be like to be on a plane? In fact, sometimes I would be in a lift and then I would ask someone, so you think being on a plane is like what we're having right now? When the lift is moving from first floor to 7th floor. For me, it was a dream, and I will share with you how this became a dream come true for me. And for others, it could be that you want to help other people. Sometimes it could be that you have had opportunities in life, but maybe those opportunities may be for you and not available to other people, because there are some opportunities that may not be for everyone. I mean, for example, being a bank CEO may not be something for everyone, because you need to have had a certain level of education, have had a certain level of experience, And so someone without that kind of opportunity may not get that kind of job. But maybe you are here and you feel, yes, you might have had it all in life and you feel you want to help other people. The good news is that the business opportunity that we are going to be sharing tonight is something that can potentially bring all your dreams to come true. And when you say, I have got a dream, for us, we say we have a vehicle. So the vehicle that we are going to share with you is one that will take you from your current reality to where you desire to be. It depends on where you are. Sometimes when you request, say, for an Uber or any form of transport or a special hire, the first thing they will ask you is, where are you? So in other words, where are you right now? And then when the person comes, they want to know, so where are you going? In the same way, your current reality is where you are today on the 2nd of June, 2024. You can't change that. But the good news is, while you may not change the present, you can surely change where you are going. And that is why we're here to say, if you have a dream, Neolife is like a vehicle. It is a vehicle that will take you from where you are today to where you want to be tomorrow. Neolife, what is Neolife? In case you're here for the first time, Neolife is a company that has been in business since 1958. So we are talking about over 60 years. In fact, precisely, it is about 65 years of quality products and financial well-being, helping people to achieve financial success. We are operating in more than 50 countries. Now, what that means for you and I is that we have an opportunity to build business in over 50 markets. 50 markets. Now, that is something that not everybody has, because if you have a shop, if you have a boutique somewhere downtown or somewhere across the road, the chances of opening that same boutique in 50 countries is quite a tall order. But I'm here to say that the business that we are going to look at today is one that you can start in your country and it can potentially go across the world without you having to go across the world, okay? And we are on a mission to improve lives of people with high quality products and a great business opportunity. So we are on a mission to make the world a healthier and a happier place. That is our desire. Our desire is that we shall help you to make the world healthier and we shall make the world happier. And I will tell you this, that those are two things that are lacking. Those are two things that are missing. Those are two things that are missing. Some people have achieved it all. Some people have achieved success. Some people have it all, but guess what? They are not happy. They are not happy. In fact, as I speak to you right now, I have a friend who unfortunately lost his brother. And what happened is the brother was doing so well in his industry. He was a leading expert in digital marketing. He was doing so well. But you know something? He took his life. And just before he did that, he left a message on the group saying, on their family group, and said, he wrote a message and said, I have given it all, but all I find is emptiness. Think about that. I have given it all. The guy was doing so well, yet on the inside, he was empty. So in the same way, you might be here and maybe you're doing so well in your career, but on the inside, you're empty. We're here to say that we are on a mission to make the world not only healthier, but also happier. We have stood the test of time because of certain values. And we talk about these values because they are not just what we talk about, they are what we do. That is the reason Neolife has been around for over 65 years, and we are going for the next 100 years, I promise you. These are our values. First of all, we believe in absolute integrity. In other words, whatever we say is what we do. If we promise you, we shall deliver to you. Secondly, we believe that people are number one. In other words, you are our number one priority. We wouldn't have a business without people. Number three, we have products that work, and I'll be sharing with you shortly how those products work. Number four, we have an equal opportunity for all, regardless of your age, your race, your religion, your qualification, your education, it doesn't matter. And lastly, we help you to have a long-range vision for your life. Those are our values. And when you come on board, those will be your values. And we are also believing here that we are saying that you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. You're in business for yourself because you're here to achieve your dreams. You're here to achieve your goals. You know why you're doing this. It's not my business. It is your business. When you get started in this business, it is your business because you are not employed. If at all you are employed, the person who employs you is yourself. So the company says, look, you're here for yourself, but you're not alone. We're here to support you. And part of the support is what you see in front of you. We give you the logistics. We give you the literature and sales aids. We give you the IT tools. We give you a replicating website that you can use to grow your business all over the world. We do so much for you. In fact, we ship in the products on your behalf, so you don't have to bother with URA and the taxes at the border. All you have to do is to run and build your business. That's what I'm going to show you. So the company that we are in partnership with is a company that will give you great support so that you can be able to build your business. Now, we are in business to solve a problem because every business should be a solution to a problem. And for us, the problem that we are solving is a healthcare problem. And here is the problem. According to nutritionists and scientists in the world of health, they talk about what we call the wellness pyramid. And at the base of the wellness pyramid, we should be doing physical activity and weight management. We believe that if you do physical activity, you can keep your weight in check. And if you can just do that, you can keep away stress, you can stay heart healthy, you will manage your sugar levels. There is a lot that you can do if you do exercise. Secondly, we should be consuming whole grain. Now, whole grain are foods like rice, wheat, and soya. They are whole grain when they are not polished. When you look at most of the grains on the market, the rice, the wheat, the posho, most of them are polished. So we don't get the nutrients that we should be getting from the whole grains. And then in large amounts, we should be consuming the fruits and the vegetables. Now, fruits and vegetables, these are protecting foods. They protect our bodies. Okay? And then in small amounts, we need the protein because they build our bodies. And in the least amounts, we need the fats and the sugar. We need some fat, we need some sugar because this is carbohydrate. It's like fuel. They are the energy-giving foods, as we used to call them back in school. Now, the unfortunate bit is while this is what we are supposed to be doing, most of us are doing the opposite. You'll find that we take a lot of fats and sugar, a lot of protein. I mean, if you look at what you had today for Sunday lunch, if you can just remember what you had, probably you had a lot of rice, you had matoke, you had posho, you had sweet potato, you had cassava, you had all of that. And then maybe as sauce, you probably had chicken, this is Sunday, so probably you had some chicken, maybe you had some meat, or that is protein, beans, that is protein, brown nuts, that's protein. And then you find that fruits and vegetables are very little, in fact, almost like a spoonful, and then whole grain, probably none. And many of us do not exercise because we don't have the time. We don't even have the discipline to do the exercise. Okay. Now, because of this, most of the common chronic diseases like diabetes, cancer, high blood pressure, most of those common challenges are actually because of our lifestyle. And what we are here to say is that we can solve this problem. You and I are on a mission to make this world better, beginning with our diet. Now, talking about whole grain, when we look at our cells, and scientists tell us that we have about 73 trillion cells that make up the body. So you are just a bundle of cells. So in other words, you are as healthy as your cells. So when a cell is healthy, it means that nutrients can get in and waste can get out. For that to happen, we need whole grain, which is why we need to be consuming a lot of the whole grain. Now, unfortunately, because we don't have enough whole grain, this is what happens. Okay. So now the cell becomes unhealthy. When you eat food, the food cannot easily get through the cell, and you're only as healthy as your cell. So while you might eat food, it's not guaranteed that the food will be absorbed through the cells. So because the cells are unhealthy, the nutrients cannot easily get in, the waste cannot easily get out, we begin to feel weak, we feel sick, we feel tired, we feel fatigued. Sometimes you sleep and you hardly wake up. If you wake up, it's like as if you have been broken. You are frequently tired. Many people are sick and tired of being sick and tired. Why? Because we lack whole grains. Now we have a solution, and the solution is in a product called TreeNM. This is a product that enhances your energy levels. It improves nutrient utilization efficiency so that when you take in food, when you eat the good food, when you eat fish, when you eat your fruits and vegetables in the morning, the body absorbs it, and then the TreeNM enables your body to make the most of those nutrients. The number one product I would like to recommend to you is TreeNM because you will not get it anywhere on the market. In addition to TreeNM, which feeds your cells and enhances your energy, we have another product called carotenoid complex. Carotenoid complex is a product that is extracted from different fruits and vegetables. These are nutrients. It boosts immunity by 37% in just 20 days. Think about that someone is struggling with immunity, give them a tin of carotenoid complex, count 20 days, immunity up by 37%. If you do another 20 days, up by another 37%. So you can literally double your immunity by using a tin of carotenoid in less than in 1 month, in what, 20 by 3, in 60 days, in 2 months. Okay, so that is carotenoid, and you can have it, you can use it. In fact, I know someone who used just these 2 products. He's HIV positive, because once you're positive, then you're positive for life. And most importantly, he was HIV positive. He started using ARVs, and then he began to use the threonine and the carotenoid complex. Now, within a period of 1 month, his immunity he began to feel better. He began to feel well. To this day, he has never stopped using ARVs. But the good news is that today, much as he's HIV positive, he has never fallen sick. Today, he's a living testimony that these products can boost your immunity and keep you healthy and alive. Today, he says, I thank God for being HIV positive, because I am positive-minded and I even have positive results. Unlike some people who are HIV negative, they are negative-minded and they have negative results. So those are some of the products that we talk about. Then in the place of protein, we have a shake. It's really good. It's a good supplement for just nutrition. You can use it to reduce body fat. It is good for your heart health. In case someone has high sugar levels, they can use it, because it is good for people with diabetes. So it is a beautiful product that you can take and use. And lastly, we have the omega-3, which is good for the brain, the heart, and the joints. Moving on, so when you put those 2 together, we have a product called Provitality and the Neolife Shake. Those form what we call the core nutrition program. So we have many other products that I would recommend. The person who has invited you, they will take you through many other products, but these are just the core products that we have. Then, if you're here and you have children, these are great products. And I will tell you something. In fact, when was it? On Friday, I was telling my wife that, you know what, it's now, we are in the 6th month and our children have hardly fallen sick. That we have not had to visit a doctor since the year began. Why? Because of these wonderful products called the Beta Squares. Beta Squares and Beta Guard are good for children. They boost immunity, they help with brain boosting, they keep the children alert, they give them a foundation for lifelong well-being. So in case you are here and you have children, just get those supplements and you reduce the visits to the doctor. Even when they get a cough and a flu, within 2-3 days, they will be back to normal. At least you won't need a cannula. Okay? We have never had to do that because of these products. Then we have what we call the cleaning products. These are products that are powerful, they are effective, they are economical, but most importantly, they protect the environment. Now, for a cleaner home and a cleaner planet, take those products and use them. Let me just talk about a few of them. You see there a product that is called Super 10. Super 10 is a multi-purpose heavy-duty cleaner. You can use Super 10 for cleaning your floors. You can clean your bathroom, the tiles, the sink. Super 10. 1 liter mixes 10 liters. So when you buy 1 liter, you potentially get 11 liters of soap. Now, the last bottle that I have here at home, the one that we last bought, we bought it. Normally, when I buy it, I write the date. In fact, I should have got it and I show you. I bought it on the 25th of September, 2023. Okay, 25th of September, 2023. And that bottle is still working for us in the house. So think about how much soap, how much money we have saved in that period of time by just using 1 liter of Super 10. That is Super 10. It keeps your floors nice and it has a beautiful scent. Then in the middle there, we have Care. Care is a disinfectant. You can use Care for disinfecting surfaces. So you can use Care for cleaning, keeping away germs and keeping your home and your house safe from anything called a bacteria or germs. And then on the extreme right, we have LDC. LDC is light duty concentrate. You can use LDC for washing cups and plates, washing hands, washing fruits and vegetables, to mention but a few. So those are some of the core cleaning products. We also have something called G1 Laundry. You can use it both for hand wash or machine wash, and it saves money. With G1 Laundry, it does over 150 washes. All you have to do, in case you have a machine, you just get the scoop and you put in the way you normally do. But in case you do hand wash, you can get the scoop, mix it in warm water, just warm enough to, not to burn you. And then after getting that simple mixture, you pour it in a basin of normal water, soak your clothes. You can leave them soaked overnight or during the day. All you do, you just come, you rinse gently, till the water is clear, you put on the wire. It makes work really, really easy. That is J1 Laundry. And second last, we have products for people who are into farming. In case you're here and you are a large-scale farmer, small-scale farmer, you have flowers at home, you want to keep them looking good, you can try out the Super Grow. It is the secret to a gorgeous garden, and it is a product that helps people to maximize crop yields, right? Last but not least, we have products that are very good on the skin. These are products that are scientifically formulated. They are age-defying, they are youth-renewing, they are skin-protecting, and you will take care of your skin. You will look better and younger as you grow older. So that is the first part of our meeting today, which was mainly about the products. And we talk about the products with a lot of confidence. Why? Because the products work. I personally, I have used many of these products. I have used the cleaning products, and they are so economical for us at home. Our children are on the children's products. We have seen amazing experiences with them. Personally, I used to get a lot of cough and flu. What I did, I decided to start using Trianen, which I talked about earlier. I also use most importantly the zinc and the vitamin C. After some time, I noticed I hardly get flu. Even when I get it within a few days, it is gone and I'm okay. So for me, that has been an experience. I've given this product to so many other people and the products have worked. In case you're here on the call and you want to get the products, you can get them from the person who invited you. Okay? And in that case, you'll be getting them on retail. The good news today is that we want to give you an opportunity to run a business with us. Okay? When you get started on these products and they look good, they work for you, you can consider doing a business. You don't even have to wait. You can start now, both as you use the products and as you grow the business. And as we talk about business, I came across something that I found very helpful. Okay? Let me share with you briefly what I found about 4 ways of producing income. Okay, so all of us on this call, we are 99 of us on the call. All of us on this call produce income in one of these 4 ways. Okay, the first one is people who we call employed people. Okay, so maybe you are here and you are an employee. That simply means that you have a job. Okay, so you can see a clock there. That simply means that you trade your time for you to get paid. All right, you trade your time. You put in time. You have to go to that job. So you have a job. Someone was gracious enough to look at your qualifications and they said, wow, well done. Come work with us. We shall pay you a salary. Every month they pay you a salary. Why? Because of the time that you put in to earn money. You are an employee, you have a job. You put in time, you earn money. Then after some time, someone says, for me, I'm tired of being employed. I want to be self-employed. Okay, so probably that could be someone who says, you know what, I'm going to start my own job. I'm going to open up a shop, maybe a salon, or I'm going to open up my own supermarket, or I'm going to open up, maybe I'm a doctor, I'm going to open up my clinic, or I'm a lawyer, I'm going to open up my law firm, whatever it is. So now this time, you don't have a boss, you are the boss, okay? So you are self-employed. Now you don't have a job. Instead, you own the job. So you are the one who employs yourself. Okay. So in a way, you are in charge of your time. But again, you have to put in time to earn money. Because if you have a restaurant, if you have a dental clinic, if you have a pharmacy, if you have a shop, and that day you don't open it, you don't go there because you have to go to the village to do something. That day, if that shop is closed, it means you didn't put in time. So that day, you won't earn money. Okay, so in that case, you are self-employed. You own a job. Now, on the other side, there are people they call business owners. Now, these business owners, they own a system. What they have done is that they have got people who want to work, and those people, they have put in place a system where they can have people working for them, and then those people are able to bring in the money, all right? Now, what happens is that if this person is away, the system continues to run in such a way that the people are in the system and the money continues to flow. That is the business owner. And then the fourth quadrant are people we call the investors. These are people who own big investments. Big multinational corporations would fall under investors. Okay. Now, something quite interesting is that 95% of the population are either employed or self-employed. Okay. Now, that 95% of the population, they only own 5% of the wealth. Can you imagine that 95% of the population are either employed or self-employed? If you total up the amount of wealth, they only have 5%. Whereas on this other side, these people are only 5% of the population because they are not many. It takes a lot of money to be a business owner or to be an investor. And that 5% of the population, they own 95% of the wealth. Think about that. Now, today, the business that we're here to talk about is a business that can actually turn you from the side of the employees and the self-employed people to the side of the business owners and the investors. And for me, this is something that I found quite interesting. In fact, recently, I was on a call with an American friend. He was talking about business, okay? And then he began his talk by asking, what is a business? And in my mind, I'm thinking, what is a business? I've always known that a business is where you have a product and you have a final consumer. You know, this guy brought home the definition of a business in a totally different way, something similar to what we have just talked about here. And this is what he said. He said a business is one where you have people who need your product, and then you have people who want to work. Then you put the two together. Think about that. You have people who need your product or your service, and then you have people who want to work, and then you put the two together. This is what he said. Himself, the person who was sharing, he has a business for cutting people's grass in the US. So what does he do? Himself, he has never cut any grass. But what he does, he has people who need their grass to be cut. And on the other hand, he has people who want to work. In other words, he has people who want to cut the grass and earn some money. So what does he do? He tells them, you can cut someone's grass. The customer will pay him, and then he will pay the person who cut the grass. The customer is happy. The person who cut the grass is happy. And at the end of the month, he is also happy. So that is the kind of system that he is saying that is a business. Because if you're the one cutting the grass, then you are still employed or self-employed. You want to have a group of people who are cutting the grass for you while you are somewhere and you're still earning the money. This is the kind of business we are talking about. We help you to build a system whereby even if you are not there, your business can still produce income. This is how it works. And the kind of business that we are talking about is a business that will give you so many benefits. You can work when and where you want. You can enjoy the freedom of being your own boss. You can enjoy personal growth and development. You can build lifelong friendships. You can learn how to build a foundation for lifelong financial well-being. You can even get out of debt. You can belong to a passionate community of like-minded people. You can get healthy and even begin to share good health with other people. Most importantly, you can travel the world. In case that speaks to you, you are welcome to Neolife. And this is the business that begins with you. So if you say, I am interested in growing my own business, we are here to say, welcome. And we are going to partner you with a company called Neolife International. There is a small fee that you're going to pay. It's a registration fee. It ranges from country to country. And maybe I would just give an estimate. In Uganda shillings, I would say 238,000. In US dollars, I would say approximately $50. Not a lot of money, approximately $50. And what that money will do, it will give you registration, it will give you an ID, it will give you the opportunity to get the products at a discounted price, and most importantly, to start your business. Now, what do you do when you come on board? What you're going to do is you're going to start using the product. So we want to encourage you, on top of the registration fee, invest some money and get some products that you can begin to use. There will be a few products on that kit. You can add more so that you can get a little bit of a wider range, maybe some nutrition, some home care, some skincare products. Now, when you begin to use the products, you're going to become a product of the products. Okay? So that when you talk to people, when they ask you, so for you, what are you using? You know what you are going to tell them. When you begin to use the product, it becomes easy for you to begin to share your product experience. And all you have to do is to simply share with somebody, share with somebody, share with somebody. It can be your friends, your relatives, it can be anybody. Or it could even be someone that you see and you notice, I think I can help you. Recently, I was on a plane to Dar es Salaam, okay? And then I was in the line where we are going to check in, okay, at immigration. Well, we are in the line, someone pulls out an inhaler, okay, and he inhales and then he puts it back. In my mind, I said, okay, the person who started Neolife actually had asthma. And today he is okay because of the products. So in my mind, I said, I'm going to talk to this. So I gathered the courage, walked up to him, and I said, excuse me, sir, I noticed that you use an inhaler and it be that you have asthma? He said, yes. I know some products that can help. Is it okay if I take your contact and maybe I can share with you a little when we get back to Uganda? He said, sure, that will be fine. Thank you so much. He gave me his number. When he reached here, I got in touch with him. I get to find out later that he's an executive director of a bank. Hello. And then I call him, we meet, and the person took the products. So we are talking about sharing the product experience. That is how you build a retail customer base, just by reaching out to people. You may not want to reach out to strangers like I did. Maybe you can start with your family. Maybe you can start with your friends, some of people that you went to school with. You're on a WhatsApp group and someone is saying, pray for so and so. They notice that the other day they have diabetes. Come on, you can give a call and say, I understand you're going through a difficult time, but I have something that may be of help. That's how you begin to build a retail customer base. Now, as you begin to do that, if, for example, you take some products like Trianen and you begin to use it, you are going to begin to build a profit. You're going to build a profit system as you begin to build a commission, and you begin to earn a commission of about $50 by becoming a manager. So if you build a customer base of about 6 people that are using Trianen, you can potentially become a manager. A manager earns about $50. Now, put it in your local currency and see what that comes out to. In Uganda shillings, it would be about 200,000 shillings. This is extra income. That money can probably pay your water bill, it can pay your power, it can pay something. It's just an extra income. See, one of the things that we need, COVID taught us, is that we need to have multiple streams of income. You cannot depend on one stream of income. Because what would happen if one day you wake up and you don't have a job? What would happen if one day you wake up and all the business people are on strike and you can't open your shop? That day you won't earn money. But if you have another stream of income, then even if the shops are closed, you will still earn some additional income. Okay. Now, moving on, we believe that if this business is working for you, the way to grow it is to share the opportunity with other people. How do you share the opportunity? Have 3 friends like A, B, and C. You can simply build a team, call them and say, look, there is a business I have seen. I would like you to have a look because it can help you to make some additional income. It is as simple as. Some people will say yes, other people will say no. It doesn't matter. That's how life works. Not everyone will say yes to you. And today is a Sunday. Probably most of you went to church. Even Jesus could not convince everybody. Who are you to think you can convince everybody on your business? Not everybody will come on board. The good news is that some people will come on board. So if these are 3 people that you want to work with, then you're going to show them how to grow the business, okay? And as you do that, your business will begin to grow because at the end of the month, the company will not only reward you for what you have done personally, you will be rewarded for what you have done together with your team. Now remember, you're doing this on a part-time basis. Together with your profit and commission, you can earn anywhere between $100 to about $200 as a senior manager. It even gets better because in our business, we believe that by empowering others, we achieve our dreams. To help more people to become what we call senior managers, you will become what we call an executive manager. An executive manager is someone who earns about $300, about 1 million Uganda shillings. Okay, so think about what that can do for you. It gets better because we organize trainings, we have mentorship sessions, we have workshops, we have personal development programs that are going to help you to become a better version of yourself. And as you continue to grow your business, become a director. Director earns about $500. That is about 2.5 million Uganda shillings. Don't know how much money you earn, but what I know is that whatever you're earning, if you add on 2.5 million, you will be happier at the end of the month. You won't have to run out of the month. You won't have to run out of money before the month runs out. Instead, you'll have more money at the end of the month and having more month at the end of the month. Okay. Now, our business, again, as you help more people to become directors, you become what we call a world team member. A world team member is someone who earns anywhere between $1,000 to about $2,000. We are talking about 4 million to about 7 million shillings every single month. Good money, additional income. It doesn't stop there. You can grow your business up to the president's team. The pity about this business is that your income is unlimited. The more people you empower this with our products, the more opportunities you get. President's team earns over $3,000. We are talking about 15 million Uganda shillings plus. And the plus, we mean a lot more. In addition to all of this, you get what we call an exciting lifestyle. You travel the world. I don't know if anyone here enjoys traveling. You have been to London. The company has been to San Francisco, to Hawaii, Victoria Falls, Dubai, Hong Kong, Sun City, Cape Town, among other places. A few weeks ago, a team from one of our teams was able to travel to Mauritius. And as we speak now, another team will be traveling to Paris in September. Next year in May, we'll be going to Cape Town. You know, there are amazing opportunities where you can travel the world. And here you're not going to travel for work. You're traveling for fun and vacation. Yes, you are here and you feel this sounds like something I can do. We promise you that we shall hold your hand. We shall support you. We shall help you to grow your business so that one day, you can look back and say, what a journey this has been. Personally, I started this when I was a student in first year at the university. I was doing mechanical engineering in my first year. A friend said, Jesse, would you like to see how you can earn some additional income? I said, sure. I came. Show me what I have shown you today. I didn't understand much. He said, it's okay. You're not paid for how much you understand. You are paid for what you do. So I remember I said, but you know, what if I don't make it? And then again, I want to tell you something. It's better to try and fail than to fail to try. So I said, I will never know if this thing works until I try it. So I got some money, invested it, and started the business. By the time I was in second year at the university, I was earning about 500,000 Uganda shillings. Now that's about $150 in today's money. Back then it was a lot more. Okay. By the time I was in third year, I was earning about $1,000. Third year mechanical engineering school. By the time I graduated, the income I was earning from this business was much more than what I would ever earn on a job. This is the business that worked for me as a student. Okay? I have continued doing the business ever since, right? And this is the business that I have still used to help and support other people to also work and make some additional income. I have grown personally. I never used to stand and speak before people. Today, I have been all over the world. I communicate and I speak with passion and with purpose. I had always had a dream to travel the world. I had never been on a plane. This business made that dream come true. In 2008, when I traveled to London for the Golden Jubilee celebration, ever since then, I've been to so many other destinations with this wonderful opportunity. Most importantly, this business has given me hope for the future. Today, I look into the future and I'm amazed at what I see because I know the best yet to come. Today, there are so many other people that are doing it. But today, I just want to introduce to you someone that I have known for quite some time. She is a professional, and she will share with us a lot more about her story. Let me not preempt it. I would like to welcome Stella Maris, Nambaziira, someone who I admire in so many ways. And in case you are here and you are working and you think you are busy, listen very closely because Stella has got a message. So Stella, if you are here right now, kindly turn on your video and kindly share with us what this business, I can see you. Kindly share with us what this business has done for you and any word of encouragement to our guests on the call tonight. Over to you, Stella.
Right. Thank you so much, Mr. Ainebyoona, for the opportunity you've given me today to share. I also want to thank everyone who has managed to log in this evening. You're all most welcome to our wonderful sharing today. As Jesse has said, my name is Stella Nambaziira, but you can also call me Morning Star. Some people know me as Morning Star, especially in Neolife. So I became a part of this wonderful opportunity in 2021, 2021. And at that time, I had just had my child who was challenged with a skin irritation. That skin irritation presented itself as bruises and sort of blisters that would ooze blood and pus, and it was around their private area. I actually went ahead to go to some medical practitioners who actually guided and advised on what to use. But even when we use the advice of the doctors, we would get relief, but shortly after, the problem would reoccur. And this was a very young child at an age of about 2 months. Now, at 2 months, the baby is quite very delicate and very irritable. So it was a very, very stressful time for us as a family. And the baby was really not well, and same to us. Now, on one day, as I shared, as coming from hospital, I shared with a friend of mine who phoned me moving out of the clinic, and they advised that perhaps you could talk to someone who has some very good biodegradable and non-toxic cleaning products. I believe they could be of help. At that juncture, I didn't even know what would help or not, but because I was in a desperate situation, I did not hesitate. I actually went ahead and asked for the contact. And on that same day, this wonderful lady actually came and told me about the products. She actually even made sure I get them. And to cut the long story short, in the space of 3 weeks after using, the products I used was the G1 laundry, the washing detergent, and the disinfectant, which is called Care. When I used these two products, after a space of 3 weeks, I actually started seeing a change, and the baby eventually got well. So I got very interested in the product. I actually went ahead and continued using the products. And for myself and the family, but I had not understood the business part because, like I've shared, I was walking out of a hospital in a lot of stress with a very irritable child. So I could hardly pick or understand at that moment the business part of it. But after being using the products for some good time, close to 2 years, one of the leaders within this business opportunity approached me and told me, I can see you actually using these products. Have you ever got a chance to understand the business opportunity? And I said, no. Lucky for me is that at the point of engaging the other lady, actually I signed up for that opportunity. I got interested because I wanted the products anyway, but I didn't start the business. So when this leader came through and told me about it, yes, I told them I am very, very busy person because I work for a government institution. Where I do very many things professionally. I'm a computer scientist, but I do also project management and lots of consultancy, quality management, and many, many other things. So I told this gentleman that actually my plate is very full. I have so much to do. I don't have time. I am a mother of 3, so I will not have a single speck of time to spare. I really showed them as very busy. I gave them all the reasons to actually walk away from me. And then he asked me, what would you consider doing this part-time where it actually gives you some extra income? And I asked him, what exactly am I supposed to do? Because I needed to understand what was required. But I was quite hesitant to do the business and at that point because I didn't understand it. So he told me, how much money would you want to earn? What are your dreams? So during this sharing, he showed me that it's actually possible. But I think for me, what actually made me get very interested in the opportunity was the part that he mentioned and said, I am going to be there to support you and handhold you in this business. We have quite a number of leaders, of people doing it, and we stand by you, we work with you, we hold your hand. And for me, when he's mentioned that, I didn't see that there was any. It seemed to be easy to do because I was like, if there is this opportunity, I need about 30 minutes a day, as someone is going to be able to help me. Really, what does it take? So I told myself, I'm going to challenge myself, give some time to the opportunity, and see how it goes. So I told the leader that, yes, I am going to give this some time. I'm going to give it, let's say, a year, and I see what it actually takes. And guess what? To my surprise, when I actually went ahead to listening, to learn from the person, to do the business, in a space of 6 months, I started getting an income of about $500 in a space of 6 months on a monthly basis. So something which I got into without necessarily looking at the financial aspect, I then realized you can actually make some money, some extra income from this business, yet at the same time doing your other work like office work or all the other things. So for me, it made then a lot of sense. But more so, this business, because I had seen how it had helped, how the products had helped my son and my family, and then I had also shared the opportunity with people during the period, because I became a director in a space of 5 months. So I noticed that by sharing, we're actually helping people. Like Jesse said, we are on a mission to end the trend to chronic illnesses. And we want to make the world a healthier and happier place. So I then focused more on supporting my friends and family and workmates who had different challenges, work challenges. I told myself I'm going to actually share the opportunity. I'm going to talk to people. And it was as easy as I'm talking to you now, because I would just get a friend of mine and tell them, can we have a cup of tea or can we talk for 30 minutes during my lunch hour? And they would actually come because we knew each other. So when they came through, I talked to them. I was so happy and motivated because I saw people's children get better. I saw people's children who had diabetes and had to use insulin, people reducing the insulin that was actually being used. I started seeing people get better. I had friends who had family members that had diabetes and they were not okay. And when they used the products, there was a sigh of relief. There was a lot of change in people's lives. And for me, that's the value that I really was looking forward to. I wanted to impact lives. I wanted to see a difference in people's lives. I wanted to help as many people as possible. So I decided to just share. So what I therefore did, I told myself, I am going to sacrifice my lunch hour at my office. I will get to office, do all my work quickly, but then I would have my lunch hour saved for me to share with people. And every day I would share with one person or two with the help of the leader. And I was actually supported for a very long time. And when I shared, when we met these people, as we shared, my goal was to support them in wellness. But at the end of the day, as I shared, then I was also being what? I was getting a commission at the end of the day. I was also using the products. My family was well. Jesse was just telling us that his children have not been visited hospital for maybe 6 months. I remember my child used to wheeze, and then by using these products, the minute we used them, we stopped going to hospital. We've never gone back. It's the same child. We've never got those they would admit us and take a very long time in hospital and all that. But now all that ended. So imagine an opportunity which is going to give you such a value. You're not, the children are not falling sick, or if they are, the flu is not as heavy and it doesn't really make them get down or bedridden. And then at the end of the day, you're getting some money, but at the same time, you're helping people and your friends are getting well. So for me, for all those benefits, I said, my God, this is something I actually do. I need to do. Before I knew it, I was told that actually, when you grow up to a certain level, when you share with more people, help other people in doing the business, and you then move from director, then you become an emerald. An emerald director. You actually now are entitled to a travel. And guess what? I think last year in October, have been last year in September, the company invited me for a leadership training in Mombasa. Free, I went there. I think 5 days, very beautiful 5-star hotel. I got lots of leadership tips. I got to meet so many people who are doing this business, but who are focused. It is so good. I don't know how I can explain to you the value of being amidst a community of that are like-minded, that are following a similar goal, that are self-driven, that are excited, people who are genuinely willing to support each other, people who look out for themselves. So I got into this space and it was quite amazing. I thought I was very busy. Remember, I told my leader that I don't have time. When I went to this leadership summit, I found a member of parliament from Tanzania. And I asked her, how do you actually do this? You don't have time. She told me, I do this business in the night. So I then realized that it is myself that was putting limiting beliefs on me and preventing myself from doing this. If someone who is a member of parliament, very busy, a high figure there, you think they've got it all, can do this. I just told myself, actually, I need to do a lot more. So that is the nature of opportunity I got into. I do not have a single regret ever since I joined Neolife. Why? Because number one, it helped a lot in terms of my wellness and my family. That for sure, without a doubt. We are far from hospital. We don't visit. It's very rare cases. And again, longevity. Even if I didn't want to be well now, I don't want to be sick in future. I want to be well for a very, very long time and without getting chronic illnesses. So that for me was fundamental. The second thing that I benefited is the financial well-being. Like I said, in a space of 5 months, I had grown from a distributor to a director, and I was earning approximately $500 every month, and it just kept growing. And guess what? Ever since I became a part of Neolife, ever since I encountered this opportunity, from the month on when I said, now it's time to do the business, each and every month I'm paid a commission. I'm paid. I get money. That is very, very good because, and the money comes on time. This one of the core values of this opportunity is integrity. So they do not, what it said is what it's done, not any other way. So by 6th, 7th of every month, we are sure. Today is what? Today is 2nd. So in a few days, we are going to be paid. It comes on time, it is in your account, it is your money. So for me, that was a very good benefit. The second one. The third, social capital and the friends you get and the family. Yeah. Even when you're in a space where maybe you're lonely and you're failing to get genuine friends, when you get into this space, into our opportunity, you actually get friends. This is a relationship business. It happens naturally. You find yourself getting to know so many friends in different countries. You will not go to a country and you're lonely. You will not go to a country and you don't have where to stay or sleep. No, impossible. If you are part of Neolife, there are so many people. And then we get a wealth of knowledge because we get so many trainings on a daily basis. We have people from so many professions. We have doctors, engineers, we have computer scientists, we have so many. We have lawyers, legal experts, psychologists, you can name it. So by putting all these people together, we get a lot, we get to learn a lot. And then we also have a big network. If I wanted something from anywhere, I have a friend in your life to help me and maybe make the journey shorter or to explain to me how the process should run. That is something you can't underscore because there are sometimes you want some service and it's really, really, really hard for you to get it. But because you know someone somewhere, it becomes a little bit lighter. Then we've talked about the travel. Honestly, the travel with Neolife is quite exciting. First of all, I think I've traveled like 3-4 times now. And imagine I've just become a part of this opportunity. I'm closing into 3 years, really, really. And if I at least I'm guaranteed of a travel every year, that even gets more exciting. But again, you get time to relax because as we work every day, you never get time to genuinely relax. Even when you travel for work, you're actually doing work and you don't even sleep in that nice hotel bed, never. Because at 7, you have to be in the conference room. When you're out of the conference room, you get back evening and you never rest. But with Neolife, you actually are going to go and relax. And you're amidst so many friends. You're going to visit so many beaches anywhere. You get your 5 days. You're guaranteed as a minimum 5 days at least of rest when you are part of this opportunity. But again, as you continue doing the business sharing opportunities with other people, you'll find yourself at even in a better space where you actually are traveling maybe like 3 times a year. So for me, that is very, very good. But again, you're owning your business. Mr. Ainebyoona shared that we need to move away from the part of being employed to the part of owning the business. Yeah, where you're the one getting the services to people and getting other people to help in bring those services. And for you actually at the end of the day are getting income, whether you're available or whether you directly in or not, the money will actually come in. So that is not something easy. And guess what? I am employed, still employed. But on a certain day, I have to leave that job. I am not going to go with it or give it to one of my children. No, it's not. The policies don't work like that. Another person will come in and take over the job. Yes, might be because of retirement. It could be anything. Retrenchment. It can be anything. So when it happens, I thought to myself, where will I be? But right now, as we speak, ladies and gentlemen, I am in a space of comfort. Why? Even if they told me to leave the job tomorrow for whatever reason, I will not go on the street. Impossible. I have a home to be. I have a space where I'm able to still get income. So basically, I am not worried. I've also seen people who have not planned for their retirement. And when they get out of formal employment, then they start crumbling, because at that point they are thinking, where can I start? What can I do? Even when they have maybe gotten some terminal benefits, you're going to find that because you didn't plan well, that money is not used in a very good way, and before you know it, it's out of your hands. So for me, when I got to understand the Neolife Opportunity, I actually thanked God so much. I said, my God, I have a retirement plan, very perfect, very clear. Let me build it so solid that at the time when I have to actually leave my workplace, I will just smoothly move into giving my all to this business opportunity that is giving me time freedom, that's giving me good wellness, that's giving me financial, wellness and freedom, that is giving me good friends, that is keeping me busy. Because sometimes when people don't have anything to do, they get into depression and all that, and you don't want to be in that space. So for me, this opportunity is wonderful. No wonder we call it a total value opportunity. You'll find everything you want in that opportunity. The other thing that I'm now working towards too. One, I have been an Emerald Director currently for about a year. I have scoped all the benefits that are at that level. So now I want to move to becoming a World Team member. I am very excited, very focused, very intentional. And yes, I am going to get there. But why am I working towards this? Because first of all, then I'm going to be guaranteed of a travel fully paid every year by Neolife without a doubt. For me, I want to be happy. Honestly, I want to be very, very happy. So I want things that bring joy to me. And that's one of the things that's going to bring joy to me. Then, when I became a part of the Neolife Opportunity, I was told to do a dream chat. And I was, how we get lazy and procrastinate. I thought, no, I wouldn't do it. Eventually, I sat down and told myself, do this dream chat. So I put down the things I wanted to do. Guess what? I'm seeing each day by day, I'm thinking of things and dreaming again. So Neolife has put me in a space where I can dream again, but even dream bigger. Because here you're with people who are actually doing very, very big things like you least imagine. So, and at sometimes when I put some of the things on my dream chat, I said, but will I ever be able to do this? But guess what? I am actually attaining them. So Neolife has given me a chance to dream again and dream bigger, realize our dreams, but be more focused, which I really thank God for. Then I also want time freedom. Yeah, sometimes in a job you do not get the time, but I'm looking forward to when now I am actually doing this full time, and then I am supporting people to be well, to make money for me, it will be wonderful. So this evening, I want to speak to people who are out there that are not working. If you're out there, you're out of employment. Yes, sometimes we think being in offices is the very best thing, but maybe sometimes you don't have full information. If you set yourself out to go out there and work and focus and say, I'm going to give myself 2-3 years to do this, build a foundation, build a team, you're going to be very amazed at how this works. So if you're not working, you have a space. Please come. We are going to help you. I also want to speak to people who are employed. Sometimes we are so much in the comfort zone because we get a paycheck every month. By the way, for me, it was not enough, but sometimes we are under the illusion that this money is enough. No, it's not enough. I have not seen people who are employed being in the top 10 millionaires, and I haven't seen them unless you're not of integrity. Yeah. But if you're of integrity, then my dear, employment will not get you to that space. So therefore, you need to look for some other thing to do. So if you're employed, it's very good. Please work and do your very best at work, but in the free time, start something. Start building something you own, something that you can pass on to your children and the generations to come, and prepare. Don't get put in a space where after retirement you have nothing to do, you're very idle. It's not a good space. I haven't been there, but I have friends who have been there, and they've told me this is not where I want to be. So make sure you plan appropriately. The third thing I want to, the other thing with this opportunity is that you come in from whichever profession, even if you actually haven't studied. I found that very wonderful because I had once worked in a place where the key people were engineers. I was not an engineer, and I always felt a little bit of segregation because then the errands seemed to be more important, for lack of a better word. Then I went in another space where there were academicians, teachers, people who are doctors, academic doctors, PhD holders, and all that. And again, I noticed they were looking at, they seem to be the important people. Now, for me, I want to be in a space whereby we are all even. We get in the same way, depending on how much effort you put. Yes, you could push yourself a little higher than the rest, but you have an equal footing as you come in. That is what Neolife has to offer for you. So, as I conclude my story today, I want to encourage all the people who are here for the very first time listening to us, your guests. You are in the right space. I would want to advise you to make the decision and just make the decision and start. Make the decision and become a part of the opportunity. Why do I say that? When I became a part of the opportunity, I focused on the products because I didn't get a chance to understand the business side. You have got the chance to understand the business side. So I lost about 2 years. Now, imagine if I hadn't lost those 2 years and put in the effort, where would I be today? So for me, one of the reasons I even put in a lot of effort is I want to catch up with the lost 2 years where I wasn't aware about the opportunity. Then if you are already a part of the opportunity, yeah, for you, you need to put in the work. So therefore, what we have to do, speak to God. God comes first. Pray about this. But after praying, God will only help those who are able to support themselves. Make that decision. Make the decision, become a part of the opportunity. You have a whole team waiting out there to support you. Then once you're there, let's put in the effort. We put in the work. What does this work involve? Use the products. Imagine just getting paid for using the product, even or for yourself. That's number one. Now, when you use the products, the experience you're going to get, the testimonies you're going to be giving are what form your story. So you'll share the story, you'll share the opportunity with your friends. Others will just be looking at you and saying, my God, you have changed a lot. You no longer fall sick. You no longer do this. How come? You're looking very good. Yeah, the other thing is people want to look good. For me, I also don't want to look bad. So if the people want to look good, you want to look younger for longer, again, this is the space. So there are so many benefits with Neolife. So for me, I think that's my story. I want to end by saying don't lose the chance. You have got an opportunity to listen in at least. Turn to the person who invited you and ask them to give you more information. But one thing I can guarantee you, if you put the work, you're going to get the what? The money. The other thing, you're going to be well. The other thing that I can also guarantee you is that you're building a business that will pass on generations. That is not something that is very light. I am proud to be a member of Neolife. I'm proud to be a business partner associated with Neolife International. And I pray that this evening you have been inspired to become a part of us and a part of the opportunity. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you, Jesse.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Stella. That was such an inspiring story. Well done. I congratulate you upon all your achievements. And I wish you all the best as you even work towards achieving your dreams as you step on the world team. Thank you so much once again, Stella. And I would just like to re-echo what Stella has already mentioned, especially what does it take to succeed? Number one, she said you need to have a dream. So a dream is the fuel. It is what will keep you going when everything else tells you to stop. The second thing is you need to make a decision. There are people who say, let me go and I think about it. And then after 1 month, they are thinking about it, 2 months, 4 months, 1 year. That's wasting your time. Make up your mind. Are you in or you're not? It's just simple. It's just good. And it works for you when you make the decision to grow it. Number 3, when you come on board, have the belief that if others have done it, why not me? Others are not special. Whatever others have achieved, you can also achieve. What anybody has achieved, you can also achieve. Most importantly, it happens when you take the action. And the action that you're going to take is to get in touch with the person who invited you on this call in case you are a guest. Appreciate them for this opportunity, and then simply go ahead and make a commitment on when you're going to get started or what next after this. Is it using a product? Is it coming on board? We would very much like you to come on board with us because we believe that together with you, we can make the world a healthier and a happier place. Together with you, we can end the trend of chronic health and poor financial stress. So let's come on board. Let's work together, make this dream come true. And I would like to say welcome to the family of Neolife. We look forward to working with you. We look forward to supporting you. We look forward to working with you closely to see your dreams come true. And most importantly, to see your life transformed as you also empower other people. So it's been me, Jesse Ainebyoona, tonight. Thank you so much for coming on board. Thank you for logging in. Thank you for making the time to join us on the call. I look forward to seeing you in the business as we empower one another to make the world a healthier and a happier place. And I'd like to say good night and see you later. Have a good week ahead.